Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Truth Be Told. Let's get started. We're going around the world from Aries to Pisces, and then stick around for the collective. Time stampers, thank you. New subscribers, thank you. Those of you who haven't yet subscribed and or liked, please do so, and thank you. I'm very blessed. Okay, Aries, talk to me. Aries. We have the Nine of Cups, beautiful, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. So you're excited because you know that there's some hard work that you put in and you're waiting for the payout. And it's beautiful because even though it's a waiting per se, it's also, you're also not waiting in the sense that you're launching something new. You're doing, you're taking one of those pentacles and you're like, okay, I'm gonna do something with this pentacle. If it's holding your heart in your hand and saying, you know, I'm so happy. You're feeling extremely content, very happy. For others, some of you are investing in land, right? And it's new property, new land, you know, just buying the land. Some of you, it could be country living, and you're so happy because you invested wisely. There's cows. So this land, this piece of land for some of you, Aries, is going to provide you with much more than what you thought. The green is standing out. So profitable shareholdings. I'm hearing shares. So if some of you are and or have invested in shares of stocks, or I mean, I know the market fluctuates, but whatever your investments are in, produce, agriculture, etc., it's really making you happy. It's actually on the rise. Okay? I love that. Some of you are just saying, wow, I know it's coming, meaning new opportunities, new beginnings, a new start of some sort, whatever that is. You've really come far. So you've come a long way. Others of you started something from inception and now you're celebrating because you're reaping a lot of rewards. Yeah? Okay. Really good, Aries. You're bringing in some really profitable opportunities, but that are paying off, right? You made some really good judgment calls. Okay, and I love that. For others of you, that property is really going to be to your benefit. It's going to bring in a lot of money. It's just land. Okay? All right, Taurus. Taurus, we have the Seven of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. So Taurus, you're sticking up for your rights. You're sticking up for what you think is rightfully your place. And you're not going to budge. You're like, okay, here's the deal. I know what I know. I know what I know what I know. Whatever it is that you've learned, maybe there's information or knowledge that you have acquired and you're like, I'm not budging. So I don't care what you say or who comes at you saying, well, that's not right. You're like, oh, I'm not budging. Okay. So for many of you, you're holding your ground from others who are coming at you saying, well, you know, I think maybe you should do it this way. Or have you thought of this and or that. And you're like, no, I'm good. Yeah, this not budging. Not budging because you're holding your ground and maybe someone wants to change your mind. That could be. As you can see, chocolate, well, maybe you can't. Chocolate's on my lap. So I think for the collective, I think we're all needing a lot more love. We're all needing, you know, just even a compliment or like a little stroke of our ego needs to be tended to. I don't know why I'm saying that, but it could be for Taurus, but I feel it's for all of us. We're really coming into a time where we're like, you know what? Let's really give those that we love attention. It's important, right? Okay, Gemini. Gemini. You know, before it's too late, right? Okay. Gemini, let's see what's happening for you. We have the Three of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, 2 threes, and the Strength card. Wow. So, massive celebrations about what we envision, things that we're doing, right? It could be your everyday opportunities that you encounter. You're like talking to your friends and or relatives and or whomever you're talking to. It could be a Leo here, Gemini, or it could just be a group of friends that are getting together and envisioning opportunities that will enhance your ability to grow. Red, blue, and yellow are your base chakra, your solar plexus, and the blue of spiritual ascension. Many of you are going through the Trinity right now, which is massive. Mind, body, soul connect. To knowing your mind, body, soul connect, Gemini, is really, you're grasping that to the point where it's giving you massive power. And I'm talking this power is spiritual power, right? It's the understanding of the other side and how much power you have, we have as humanity, as humans on the earth plane, right? For others, it could be just collabing with projects that you have been seeking to do for a minute. You're like, let's get started. Let's work on this. It's something that you're passionate about. You're doing, Gemini, for a lot of you, you're doing what you love to do, which is beautiful. Whether it reaps the rewards of financial, you know, the financial aspect of it. I think you're doing what you love and the rest will follow. That's the message. That's a beautiful message. And actually, so many people today just don't do what they really love. And that's why they're miserable, right? Geminis, for a lot of you, you're doing what you really love. And the rest will just, it'll fall into place. Okay, Cancers. Cancer. Cancer is, you guys have been doing like amazing. Not that you aren't amazing. Let me just say that. 9 of Swords, Page of Wands, and the 8 of Swords. Okay, so there's something, maybe the first thing I thought of was you're worried about a child, Cancer. It could be your child. It could be, you're worried about the direction that a child is going in, right? You may not see the big picture. Maybe you need to just sit down with this child and talk about their future. If some of you are not sleeping, Spirit's trying to get through to you to say, listen, you know, get some sleep, get some rest, because you're not seeing the light that is going to be, this child is going to give you a lot of insight. All right, Cancers, if it's you and you're the mother of this child, you know, take a minute to sit down and get an idea about what this child is envisioning for their future. And maybe you don't see it because you're not talking about it, or maybe you don't want to see it. Why don't you want to see it is the question, right? Are you worried about someone's mental health? I also feel. The thing is, Spirit's saying use your intuition about this and stop, like, get out of your head. Or maybe a child needs to get out of their head right now. Right, Cancers? I'm not sure if it's you or your child, but maybe a lot of you are not seeing the true value of one's potential. That's what they told me. Is it yours? Are you you're in your head too much about and thinking about the direction and path that you and or a child is going for? Let me use the vice versa deck real quick, okay? And let's see. Hold on. I'm using my other hand to get. Okay. So this is about the wisdom that the other side is trying to tell you. Use your intuition, use your knowledge, use your wisdom, use your knowledge. It's not just the other side of where this child is going, but are you not listening to maybe a grandparent or a father knows, right? Father is all-knowing here. And is the father holding back? And why is a father holding back for information being given to the direction that a child is going into or going forward motion? Maybe you don't see eye to eye with someone, the father of your child. Maybe you don't feel like they have the vision that or the child doesn't have the vision, Cancers, right? So there's many scenarios here. So of course, only resonate whatever resonates, but don't really, if this is involving a child's education, don't hold back. Don't hold back. This is the home life, your home life, the mother and the father and the child. Okay? What are you not seeing? Are you missing something? Are you needing to gather more info and or get out of your head with this? I had a little hard time with this, but I feel that it's exactly what we're talking about, Cancer. You need more info to get more understanding of what direction you, a father figure and or a child, is going. I say the other side because the parents, grandparents of this child could be trying to get through for you to unleash the need to logically put stuff in place and go with more your gut and or where you've been. Someone's saying, listen, I did that when I was a kid. Okay? Maybe that's what you're saying to a child. I did that. I went that route and it did or didn't work for me. But if you're holding back that story of your experience, please don't hold back, is what Spirit's saying. Okay? That was a lot, Cancer, but it's a lot because you've been through a lot, you've experienced a lot, you've gained great knowledge, right? And you need to share your story with a child whom is going forward also on their path in their life. Okay, Leo. Leo. Wow, you just came right out. I love it. Leo, you came out the Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Swords reverse. So we're just giving, let's give it a little time. What are we giving a little time to? Well, the Three of Swords. Let's give it a little time as to how are we feeling? How is our heart feeling? Is our heart healing? 7 and 3 is 10. Once your heart, for those of you whom it's a general, who are healing from, whatever it is. It could be mental anguish. It could be it could be verbal abuse. It could be, I really feel it's just a matter of healing one's heart from maybe, something that happened 7 weeks ago, 7 months ago, even 7 years ago. Okay? Healing it takes lifetimes sometimes. Okay, I'm going to look at the Three of Swords reversed really quick for Leos. I feel this is truly a matter of new directions once your heart heals. Yeah. You're closing out a chapter, an era. There's a chapter, an era of your life, a cycle that is closing out that will not be revisited again, Leo. It's just not going to happen, right? Yeah, the 7-year itch, but I feel more than that. This is the closing out of the old in order to bring in the new. Now, what part of that is, it could be financially you've not been satisfied with opportunities, and maybe now you will be. Got it? Maybe you've waited for a minute to close out some cycles and patterns of behavior, patterns of mental thinking, things that you grew up thinking are no longer applying in your life. You're closing that out in order to gather new ways of thinking, new perspectives. Maybe new opportunities will enhance your perspective once you close the old out of the way you thought things would end up, so that you can forge ahead into the new. It's a whole new beginning. Okay, I'm going to say it, and I'm so sorry. Some of you did IVF. You had 7 embryos, and they didn't take. If that's the case, I'm sorry, but go back to the drawing board. You will succeed. Spirit has your back. Girl, boy, give that a chance to come around again. It will happen. Okay, that's what Spirit says. Okay, Leo, don't be sad. It's going to be fine. Not sad, but don't, try to ease the pain of the hurt, knowing that, what is it? Yeah, they're saying, at first, if you don't succeed, try again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Look, for sure. Leo, come on. Okay. And that's, oh my gosh, look. Come on. Leos, don't give up. Okay. Virgo. I love that Leo reading. That was good. I mean, that was like, it felt really good. especially in the end. Okay. Like, you know, you have to work hard for it. You know what I mean? But what else is new? Virgo. Let's see what's happening. Okay, you got the Sun, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. So you're going to be really happy, Virgo, when you find out that what you thought, you know, what you thought was going to be, let's just say, hypothetically sleeping. Oh, sleeping. I don't know what that means. Maybe you need more rest in order to gain your energy. Your energy is here. Some of you need more rest. I've never seen that with Pentacles, but you do. Some of you are tired. So if that's the case, you will get more rest and you'll be 100% again after you just like take a minute for yourself. Okay. Now, for others, you're saving money. Some of you didn't realize that you went from 40% to 100%, and it's like, oh my God, this is great. A lot of you are working in order to supplement your income. You're doing like, you know, side jobs. Your energy is soaring. Your Virgos, I mean, really, if you were worried about money, don't. You know, it is a general, but I think some of you have been stocking money away, and it makes you feel good, right? Doesn't it always make us feel good when we're saving? And we are definitely saving. Some of you are definitely saving, like, which is really incredible, like 40% of your income. And it's a great income, so you can do that, you know? Okay. If this was holding you back, it's no longer holding you back. What's this? Whatever it is. Maybe you're not touching upon your inner treasures, right? Maybe you're going to start now pulling some of your innate capabilities and talents, right? Pull out your talents because you have no idea how happy it's going to make you. Some of you are Leo, Virgo cuspers. That applies to both Leo and Virgo, right? Okay. So always look at your moon, you know, your sun, moon, rising sign. But don't get obsessive about it. Okay, Libra. Libra. Libra, the Page of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Seven of Cups. Well, you're like, okay, what am I doing today? Right? Such a Libra. I love it. And I do speak, knowing Libra moon here, seriously. I can do this or I can do that. Sorry. Of course, it's a Libra thing. I can do this or I can do that. But what does my heart want to do today? Well, I want to work on some things that, you know, are going to give me the flexibility to do whatever I want. Some of you have the flexibility, and that gives you comfort. That makes your heart feel really solid, right? Two hearts beating as one. I like that. I feel that every cup that's here is going to be offered to you in some way, shape, or form. So the center, at the center is the heart, yes? I love it. And that gives you the opportunities are just, you're fruitful. Like whatever you're starting, excuse me, each one of these 7 cups is going to provide, excuse me, it's going to provide contentment, happiness, and very fruitful. So, you know, you work on one cup and it brings in you know, whatever. Another cup, it brings in, you know, more, right? So the more that you work on a new project, a new opportunity, don't stop working on your opportunities, because each one of those opportunities, being 7 from heaven, are going to be given to you as, okay, look at that. It's each opportunity, Libra, is like a knight in shining armor. And I don't mean just the heart of love. I'm talking everything that you put your efforts into right now will give you a very peaceful contentment, knowing that you're working on really a lot of good stuff, right? It is the cup, another cup. So each cup that is offered to you makes you feel light on your feet, makes you feel like, okay, I'm doing the right thing. I know I'm working really hard on what I want from my heart and not necessarily my headspace. And it really makes me feel good. I love it. Very good. So every opportunity is not a lost opportunity, meaning go for it. Do what it is that your heart wants. You cannot lose out in any way. That's what Spirit says. It's a feeling of a new direction. And or, okay, so Spirit's saying this too. If one cup is offered and you may need to get other opportunities or other you need to get, perhaps, Libra, like your heart's in it, but you may need to get others on board with the way that you feel about it. Got it? So that's important, because it just came in from Spirit. It's like you may be presenting something and it's coming from your heart, and then what happens is suddenly you're talking, like you're telling the story or you're launching something, and someone like says, oh my God, I know exactly how you feel. Got it? That kind of thing. Yeah, you're definitely doing that. Communicating how you feel is most important right now. Okay. And or the written word. Okay, Scorpio. I'm going to take 4 cards because that's just how it's going down. In a good way. In a good way. 6 of Wands, Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and the World. So this is beautiful. And that's why they wanted 4 cards, right? Look at this hand and look at this hand. So what has closed out gives you a new beginning. It's like, okay, I worked really hard. Not only are you working hard, but I'm working hard on doing what I want, going where I want, enjoying my life, you know. So the closeout is not, at some point, Scorpio, you were like, I'm not really doing what I want. I'm not doing what I feel is best for me. And now you are. This is a closeout. This is a new beginning. A beginning, it's a knight, you know. So you have to say, I've come a long way, because it also turns into this beautiful 6. So you still are working on balancing out, right? What is closing out. You may be like, you know, what I call like a sense of purgatory, right? In a good way, where this is headed out and this is coming in. And also for some of you, it's like whatever is closing out is gone, is leaving, and whatever is coming in is making you feel really good and very balanced, right? I love that. That's really beautiful. And don't forget, others are watching. They've seen you grow. They've seen you say, you know, I'm closing out a certain parts of and or pieces of you that didn't work in your life. Pieces of you. Most of it being mind over matter. And then you're like, I'm so happy. I love that. Okay. Sagittarius. Saggies. Oh, this just flipped out. Saggies, you're tired. You need rest. It could be for Sag moons, but I feel that you need rest. You need peace. You need to chill. Without question. You've been going and going and going. We have here, Saggy, if you are dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, someone's really weighing you down. It could be 3 kids. It could be an ex. It could be your significant person and your kids. It's like, I'm doing it all. I feel Sagittarius like, I'm doing it all. I have to go here. I have to go there. I have to talk to someone. I'm also at the same time parting it up, right? So, sorry. I have to, that was chocolate. So you're like, and that's why you're tired. Some of you are just like, you know, what is that saying, right? Working hard and playing hard. You know, I mean, for sure. The saying is, it's like, okay, chocolate just got my attention. So I'm distracted. I'm distracted by what? My kids here. Look at Zeus and chocolate, Saggies. Look at this. Your kids are needing your attention. Your animals they're your kids. They're needing your attention, and you're tired, and you just want a break. You know, you play hard, you pay. You know, that kind of thing. For others, right? This is not for all. The Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, I feel, is the observer of how you're interacting with the attention. How are you divvying up your attention with your kids, with your animals, with, you know, maybe even friends, right? Where you're like, okay, so friends want attention, children want attention, and you're like, I'm exhausted. Like, maybe you're saying, I need help, or I need, you know, we need to talk, right? We need to really just figure it out. Maybe you're doing all the work. Okay? If you're doing all the work, Saggy, you need to ask for help. Ask for help from others, if that's the case. You need to really talk it out. If it is with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, this could be someone who's drinking right here. So maybe it's like, we got to like get to the bottom of this, because someone's maybe their issues are leading to and will be leading to someone's demise. I don't know why I said that, but I did. I said it that way. I know work hard, play hard is the saying, but I also feel like you're exhausted. Someone's exhausted. Someone needs you to pick up the slack. Sag. I'm going to take a card from the vice versa deck on this 10 of Wands. There it is. It's a significant other. Someone's saying, listen, I've been doing all the work. I need you to help me. I need you to pick up the slack with the kids, with just everything. I'm tired. Can you do that? Or are you saying, it takes two to tango here. We need to balance our schedules. We need to balance the way, you know, who's going to do this today and who's going to do that today so that both of you are not exhausted. Okay, for sure. So there's definitely a balance that needs to happen and energetically. Okay, Saggies. So get someone to help you. And it's like, if your significant other is not pulling their weight, then, you know, let's talk about it, right? You have to talk about it. It's all about communication, okay? Or it's the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius who's communicating to you, Saggies, like, you know, like you got to pull your own weight here. Okay, Capricorn. Cappies. The Three of Swords reversed, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Star. Okay, so heart healing for sure. Also, words that were not so nice are gone. Like gone, meaning, you know, there's no more being mean, others being not so nice verbally, like saying, you know, mean things, or just say, or having like the last say, or I feel just someone's now guarded, but like maybe if someone was guarded, now they're opening up and they're healing. Maybe now you've become this beautiful star of authenticity. Well, you had to speak up, speak out, and now like you don't need to do that any longer. You know, you've spoken your peace of mind, and that has given you a very strong emotional contentment. Okay, if others of you are upset about finances in any way, a lot of you may be thinking, you know what, I got to do something different. Or maybe I need to add another source of income to my repertoire. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I'm hearing repertoire, adding something in order to feel at ease. I'm not undermining anyone, and or they're not undermining you, right? In any way, shape, or form. Mind, body, soul. That was really a good read. Capricorns, that's perfect. No more undermining from others, I feel, that we're trying to do so. It just sets you free. Okay, Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. Let's see what's happening for you guys. Aquarius. Justice, Eight of Swords, and Four of Pentacles. So, wow. Blinded by the light. I don't know. That's the first thing I thought of. I just blinded by the light of what? Of not knowing. This is not knowing. This is holding back. This is information being held back. This is, well, wait a second. Where's my justice in that? Like, you're asking yourself or others, right? This could be Aquarian moons, but you're asking yourself, who's holding back information? Maybe pertinent information is held back because Spirit's saying you're not supposed to know. Look at this. The hold back is not knowing. Aquarius, there's stuff in your life that sometimes things in our lives don't have conclusions, don't have the answers. We don't have the answers. And sometimes it's better not having the answers. Maybe you don't have the answers that you're seeking to balance out what it is that, you know, why people hold back, hold on, are guarded. You know, just Spirit saying, let it go. Spirit saying you don't need to always have all the answers. Sometimes, because Aquarians, you guys are, I know, right? That's your MO. But Spirit's saying, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's really figure out what it is, the last, what? Let's just say the last, this is all about you. So the last maybe 4 months, 4 years, how have you been holding back? How have you been not, let's say for some, having all the answers and feeling not 100% about it, right? Only feeling 40% about it. How are you going to balance the way you think and who does or doesn't is the one holding back? Is it you or is it someone else? Spirit saying you don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to know. And that's the beauty of going within, because this is a 4, right? The beauty of going within, the beauty of what we hold in within us. It's about what's within us and not so much about needing to know what's without, the external desires required, that we always need to know what's going on, who's doing what, how is this going to be fair to me or fair to someone else or whatever. Spirit's saying, go within and figure out where that thread is, Aquarius, that you always feel that you need to know the answers or that you have to have all the answers, because Spirit's saying you don't. And do others feel like you're always needing to know? And maybe that's the beauty for now, Aquarius, for your growth, is not to know. Go within. Go within. Look in the mirror. Okay. Maybe for some, that page means the start of something new, is about educating yourself and re-educating yourself about what is looking back at you in the mirror as you see. How you feel instead of what you have to know or what needs to be known is really more about how you feel. You might have to rewind that one. Okay. Pisces. Pisces. The Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Hermit. Okay, so this is about our being able to gain more wisdom and insight into what? Into our home, into our life, into our own, whatever be that, the wisdom that comes from, even from children. Wisdom from children. Do we learn from our children? Or do we just like pacify the time? Do we look deep within what our hearts want? Are you looking deep into your own past knowledge, life experience of that knowledge, giving you that knowledge, right? You go from a Page to the Hermit. I mean, are you kidding? That's the wise one, the seer, right? The all-knowing, the light. The light is within your heart. Your life experience has allowed you to find how are you going to feel. How do you feel, actually, the Spirit saying? How do you feel differently from when you were a kid to now? And I'm talking about life experience. This has nothing to do with age. I'm talking about life experience over time, about what does and doesn't, or has or hasn't been something that touched your heart. Who touched your heart? What has given you the light within? What has helped you grow in life experience? Are you even aware? Are you even aware of how your heart feels? Right? In life, how do we make our own path, our own way? Seven of Swords reversed. Take your mind out of the equation, which it's not very likely that a Pisces uses that the heart overrides the mind always with Pisceans. I mean, unless you're, of course, dealing with being egoic, or people that are egoic that have tried to take from you. So this could be also in taking intellectual property. So the things that people say aren't as important as what your heart feels. That's the message. And it took me a minute to say that. So, let's just say Spirit is saying, this is a 7. Spirit saying, you've learned that what others think and or say, it's not like you're negating their stories, their experiences, but what Spirit is saying is sorry, I had to take care of chocolate, is you're going by what your heart wants and not what others are saying or what they think is what you should be doing, or how you should be running your life. You know what I mean? I mean, Pisces, you know that you're going to, the action that you're taking in your life is, hey, I'm doing what I need to do and I'm following my heart. And that's the way I've been always driven to do things. If you are Pisces dealing with a Leo, Aries, Sag, or a Virgo, that could be a child, right, that you're dealing with. It could be a Leo, Virgo, cusper that you're dealing with here, a child. Maybe that person is giving you a piece of their heart, enlightening your heart, maybe touching your heart, right? Their loyalty, they are loyal. They're driven to being the best that they can be. And maybe you didn't see it before, but now you do. It could be your child, of course. For others, it could be gaining more education in order to reach the highest level of potential. Maybe someone's saying, okay, listen, you have your or go get your master's. Someone's saying, if you take that action, right? And you're like, well, you know what? Maybe I don't want to take, that 7 of Swords was reversed, right? So maybe it's like, well, maybe I don't need the education as much as I just am going to follow my heart. These are general reads, right? Okay. So those were really awesome. I hope you feel that same way. Let's go to the general. I'm dealing with Zeus and chocolate on the bed. Literally it's been difficult. But they want attention. Don't we all? Just love. And not so much the attention, but just love. Okay. All right. let's get 3 cards for the collective read. That came out, and these came out. Okay, let's see what's happening. I love this. Okay. When we resolve our differences that's either giving and or receiving, when we resolve to understand that the things that are brought to our in and of our lives that challenge us, those energies of desire make us, allow us to be dedicated to what we desire, how we desire to grow, how we desire to achieve, the dedication needed in order to achieve. These are things that are brought to light. Achievement, attainment, intellect, knowledge, all of what is brought to light results from the challenges that others play on us. Not play literally, it's metaphorically. It's the play of life, yes? That comes with the strength, our inner strength, as well as our outer strength, and being honest in order to gain respect. That results ultimately for us to demonstrate leadership. We then realize after all of that, it turns us around. It makes us see ourselves and look at ourselves in the mirror, realizing that we are the leaders of our own life. We are the masters of our own domain. And our day-to-day allows us to see that every day in every way. What we think that we need every day changes in order to reach our goal, which requires willpower, strength, fortitude. This is all about, in Aries Capricorn with the sun, it's all about look in the mirror. What is illuminated makes you grow. All right, I send you so much love, many blessings. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you later.